Oh, right, okay, so, yeah, so after I checked out all those places down by the river, I took the... Oh, so there's two things. There's some things that I learned from the Louvre, and that was, so more than just meeting Mona Lisa, but in... as part of the places that I've been going to lately. So there was the Marco Polo's place in Venice, and there was Christopher Columbus's place in Genoa, and then today I went to Napoleon's apartment. So I actually wandered through his apartment, and it's starting to feel a little bit like how I felt when I was walking through Elvis's kitchen in Graceland. You know, you kind of like I almost feel like I'm an uninvited guest. I am an uninvited guest, I think, because he's long dead, and I know that he didn't invite me, but I was walking through his apartment. And I have decided that his apartment is very much a whole lot more lovelier than my apartment in China. And I'm really happy with my apartment in China, but man, Napoleon, he has a lot of stuff in his apartment, and it's all really fancy. It wasn't to say that I felt like he had set an unachievable standard, because I understand that there's things that he doesn't have that I do in my apartment. So, like the ultra-high-def TV, and I have a much higher floor. I'm on a much higher floor than he was. And, yeah, so there's a few, the mod cons. I've got that. He didn't. So, all in all, I think I'm going to stick with my apartment, and I think I'm happy with that. I don't feel the need to really take Napoleon's lead and get some of that fancy like the silverware in his dining room. I'll upload a pic of that as well. But yeah, he had a lot of very expensive looking stuff. And yeah, so the other thing that I noticed and that I learned from that part of town today was that the French are very good at stealing other people's stuff. Like, they have a lot of things in that museum from a lot of different places that they have taken, and it's quite impressive. I mean, they recommend 2 days in that museum, like a 2-day pass, and I managed to get it done in just over 2 hours. So I think that my museum skills have proven themselves today. I've had a lot of experience with museums lately, and I feel like I really nailed this one, because it was really like check out the amazing things, and then out. And I've learned about how to dodge tour groups at the right time and join tour groups also at the right time, so you pick up on some of the things that they say about important stops along the museum or whatever. And I've got a lot of rambling ideas here tonight. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that came from Egypt, and it was another one of my, I feel, very lucky moments, because a lot of the places that they had art and artifacts from were from places that I've already been. So going through the Egypt stuff, like looking at the sarcophagi, the plural of sarcophagus, I think. There's a lot of things that I've already seen, and I felt quite comfortable walking past them and going, oh, yep, I've seen better in Egypt, or, like the Italian artworks, and going, oh, yep, I've just been there, I've already seen some amazing Italian artwork. And same with, like, the Greek artifacts, with the statues and stuff. I was like, yep, been there, done that, seen better. And I'm thankful for that. The fact that I could kind of breeze through that part of the museum and know that I've seen the real thing at Delphi or Olympia. Or just elsewhere. So that takes me through to about 8 o'clock tonight, and then, so Camille had checked into the hotel well before that, and she said, yep, I'm here now. And so around probably just after 8 o'clock, I rocked up to the hotel, back to the hotel, and we caught up. And she's actually, pure coincidence, and this is like a fairly decently sized hotel, she's actually in the room right next door. And so it's altogether really, really handy, so that when we get up tomorrow morning, we'll have, yeah, it'll be really easy to sort out whatever it is that we choose to do tomorrow morning. Yeah, so when I got back to the hotel, she came down to the lobby, and then we went out and got some food. Oh, I feel so, I feel bad about saying this, but it was really good. We we went out for Asian food, and Asian, sort of like, it's more Chinese food. But it was really cheap, and it was really quick, and we could just sit down and chat and for ages. And then we wandered home. It says it's nearly 10 o'clock at the moment, hence why the sun is almost down behind me. And then, yeah, so we're planning on getting up sort of fairly early tomorrow morning, and then getting a start on the whole sightseeing thing, which I'm very much looking forward to. Apparently, like, this is the first bit of, it hasn't rained today, but it's definitely, like, this is the most cloud that I've by far seen on the trip over the past, 5 weeks. And it's definitely gotten a lot colder as well, like, after going north. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's to be expected. But it went from, like, I'm already missing my 34, 35, 36 degrees in sun, and in places kind of the 24, 25, 26, and cloudy in Paris. And I don't know what the weather forecast is really meant to be like over the next few days, but regardless, as I head further north up towards Ireland over the next week, I assume that it will only get colder. So we'll see how I go. Anything else that happened today? I think. No, just happy to be in Paris, and it's good to see Camille again. And it sounds like we've got a potentially very full couple days ahead of us of sightseeing before she heads on and I head on to other places. Yeah, that's it for tonight. Good night.